What's good, guys, and welcome back to the Popo Show. What we're going to talk about today is something really simple, okay? A few things, actually. Like the noise that I have going on behind me, all I have to do is capture it and sample it, or maybe just leave it play as that, because it's a random patch, right? So it's going to last the whole length of the video, and I can just put that up and make it a song. And maybe someday in the background of a video game or something, you might hear a little bitty sound, but you get paid for it. So that's why I like to do background music. Other than that, I really want to thank you guys for coming to the channel and showing the support. You know, it's a tough time for everybody right now, so any sort of means of motivation is really appreciated. So thank you. But what I really want to talk about today, guys, is the cameras that you want to use whenever you're starting your YouTube channel, okay? Or if you're into photography whatsoever and you want to get into something, I love it all because it all pertains into music and video production. And when you have 3 seconds of a video that you have to have 3 seconds of a sound for in the MPC, you can line that up very well. And that's why I love to use it. But the proper way to do your audio, like the Canon 80D, I use this camera. It made YouTube. The Canon 80D made YouTube, okay? It's an expensive camera. You probably get it for about $1,200-1,300 right now, used somewhere. Don't quote me on that, but I wouldn't pay any more for that. Probably paid about $2,000 for mine. But I got a big old lens on it and everything works great. It's got an audio in, a USB, everything you could use for a beginner setup for a YouTube channel, except for like streaming, or if it does, I haven't figured that out. But that being said, I have a $200 camera that does things that my Canon can't. It's a Canon PowerShot 530 SX, and it's a zoom camera. So I was sitting here and I'm trying to take a picture of the moon with my Canon 80D, and I have the lens on, 80 some odd millimeter camera lens, and I switch it all the way on and I zoom all the way in and I get a good shot. But I go to my little bitty camera, my $200 one, and I can zoom in 50 times more. So I'm just saying, the right way to do your videos in the first place, the goods and the bads, the pros and cons. Here we go. The pros about the Canon 80D is that it's all you're going to need. You just plug right into it. You can do direct audio, headphone out, and shoot the whole video right there, and you're done. You just take the card, put it in your editor, and you're good to go. But it limits you because you won't be able to adjust your vocals to the background music. Like right now, the background music that's going to come out is going to come out. If it's too loud, I have to redo the whole video. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going the way that I just said, headphone out. Now, the proper way to do it is to get like a little handheld Zoom recorder or a little field mic or something. This way you can set the camera wherever you want. You're not going to have, well, I have a pretty long cable, all right, that goes from my camera. Let me tell you, the input on the Canon 80D, it will break on you. Unfortunately, you're going to tug it. It's going to rip out of your head. You know how it, and it's going to break on you, okay? It's going to become janky. And you might as well go ahead and get used to syncing up your audio and your video separately. This way you have full control. It's just the same way as mixing your tracks before you master, okay? You take each track, you layer them the way that you want them, you turn up the volume the way that you want each track, and then you master it, and then you juice it. The same way with your audio and your video. This way you can cut it up, and if you have different takes, now me, I like to do one video and shoot it all the way through because I do the headphone out thing. Now if I want to take a piece of audio out with a piece of video and put it somewhere else to match it up, it's going to be a big mess. So good practice would be go with a good cheap camera, good $200 camera, and just shoot the videos off your cell phone or whatever, but get your audio separate. And you know, it's just a big help for me. I didn't know any better, so I figured I would share with you guys, because I don't really see too many videos out there with people sharing on how to make your videos better. So, of course, my videos in the beginning, if you look back in 2 years ago, I was shooting off of this cell phone, and this is Moto freaking whatever. It's not the best cell phone, but I shot videos off of it. And one thing that I can recommend is it's really simple. Just clean off the lens and stare right into it. It's actually a lot easier than looking into a lens or a camera with a little side camera or one that pops up like the Sony, because you're going to be looking off like this. And it's like, who are you talking to behind me? Like, no, when you're looking into your phone, the smaller the thing is it's good. But as far as the quality of the picture, I don't know. Sometimes the phones are better. I don't have a new iPhone or anything like that, but I'm definitely considering something like that because it's got that LiDAR technology. The LiDAR technology would allow me to scan all of this equipment, and if you had the software, you could put it in your studio in a white room and move around and look at all of the studio equipment, and I could walk you through what plugs into what in real time. So it's a huge technology breakthrough that I'm going to dive really, really deep into. There are some LiDAR cameras out there. I forget who makes them, but they're like $350, and they're really not that bad, but they go up quick. But like I say, the iPhone 12 has it, and I know some tablets do. And it's just, instead of radio frequencies, it's image frequency. So you're going to get exact picture, every label and everything. And I think it would be dope to be able to have you come over into the studio and be like, oh, okay, I see exactly how he's got this plugged in. This way, it's just easier to see. Just kind of like the tutorials, it's easier to just call me and say, hey, Poli, how do I do this? And I'll most likely be able to text you back with an answer or point you in the right direction, opposed to going through the 500-600 videos that are online that I got on there. But other than that, guys, I think I did a pretty good job today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Sounding a little bit echoey, so I hope everybody's doing good. Stay blessed, man. Pray, and just say a prayer for some stranger that you don't even know today. Just, everybody needs some encouragement, and we need more creators out there. So guys, get yourself a little $200 camera, record your video, capture your audio. Where is this thing? It's a little bitty handheld Zoom recorder, man. Just separate your audio. There's free software out there that you can go ahead and use. And I use Filmora on mine personally, but I would just go ahead and use that and sync your audio and your video separately. Turn up your audio if you need to, instead of not having the choice. This way you can run multiple tracks at the same time. Okay, that's what I'm working on right now, is getting every single track going in individually, nice and organized. I'm not the most organized, but I get it to work. But now I'm learning that it is important to be able to be organized. Right on. I know it's a lot, but I do also want to go over the different frequency waves that you're supposed to have your kick, snare, hi-hat, and everything like that, because I did make that video where I made the drums and everything, 16 pads, and then we exploded them. But if you could run it back into your mixer and you got a 22-channel USB mixer, what frequency is that supposed to be at on each drum? This way they're not all, they don't sound like this. You don't want it, you want each drum to come out popping, and that's what we're going to go over in the next video. I tried to do the guitar one today and it just didn't work out, so give me some time on that. Right on, guys. Love you much, and I'll holler at you later.